Hey everybody, I'm Just Q, and I'm back with some more Reverse 1999. Today we're here to talk about character summoning priority and how to figure that out on an account-to-account basis. So let's go ahead and hop into this video. We all know that we always will have different types of characters coming into the game, different summons. So like we have 9 days left on the current Two Fairy banner. We actually have 8 hours left on the Voyager banner, so we should be seeing something new pretty soon. But how do we figure out if a character is a priority for us, or if we should summon, if we should skip? So let's use Jessica as a basis because Jessica is incoming, with the Green Lake, current patch for global. And I want to use this as a basis because obviously I have Sotheby. So let's go ahead and take a look at my account here, look at my character list, and I have Sotheby, I have the Corn Blue. Those are two very good characters for Jessica. You have your Poison Infliction with Sotheby's 2. So you can inflict your poison stacks for Jessica. And then you also have debuff minus, reality defense, and then also increase on damage taken via the Corn Blue. So with that being said, number one, I was already summoning for Jessica because I have this setup. So I'm a very happy person. Now, what if we could just imagine that I did not have those two characters, or at the very least, I did not have Sotheby? What would I recommend someone do? I personally would recommend you just take a long look at your account. So we would have Regulus X, skip these two. We have Tooth Fairy, Click, Sonetto, Matilda, Balloon Party, etc., etc., etc. We're not going to go through all of them, but we would have all of those. What can those characters do for me? We would first look at that. Obviously, X regulating Moxie, Regulus, being all-out damage character, things of these, like things of that nature is what I'm trying to say. So you would look at the characters, look at what you have, look at what they can do for you in general. We're not thinking about meta right now. We're just thinking, what can the characters that I have do for me? This is what RNG has given me. What can I do with the tools that I have? And if I was to add this next tool, Jessica, to these tools, what would that do for me? What would they be able to do with this character? Would it make me be able to do my damage? Would it help me in any way, shape, or form? Or would it be better to wait for another character that may work better with Regulus or X or Click or any other character that I have here? Would it be better to wait for that character to come along? So that's the kind of tactics I want people to think about, because everyone has a character that kind of works with them and it becomes chemistry. So would Jessica be able to work for me if I didn't have the Corn Bloom or Sotheby? And if the answer is no, then personally I believe you should skip. That's just me. That's just me at the end of the day. I believe you should skip, because what happens is like we have, and let's check out this banner actually. Let's go here. So on this banner, we have, let's see if I can find a character like A Knight. I did not summon for A Knight when he had his banner, but I could have missed a 50-50, and I could have pulled A Knight. And now I'm like, oh well, cool. Now I don't miss out on A Knight. I'm a happy boy now. I actually got A Knight trying to go for another character. I mean, it's still kind of bad because maybe I missed the 50-50, but at the same time, hey, I have A Knight now. If I was already going to go to Hard Pity, then of course I'll pick up my Tooth Fairy, but at the same time, you're going to miss the 50-50 here and there, So same thing for when Voyager goes away. If you didn't get Voyager now, you might get Voyager later. You might miss a 50-50 and pull a Voyager, and then you also might pull whoever was on the banner that you were trying to pull for. So I personally think it's always good to skip, because eventually you're going to get that character. Like it's just going to happen over time, especially as we continue to like max characters out and let's go to the warehouse. Sorry, not go to warehouse, go to the bank here. Go to our fragment, pawn shop. I totally know where to go. And you continue to get more of these albums of the loss. So as you max out characters, you'll tend to get more. And then eventually you could just buy a character that you want here, as you just let them add up and add up over time. So You know, I don't think it's a bad thing to skip if you don't have the tools to utilize Jessica or any other character for that matter in the proper manner in the short run. Now, if you believe you can obtain those characters or obtain, those tools, whether it be even a side cube in the short run, then go ahead and summon for that character. But that's the type of thing I'm thinking about when I'm thinking priority. What can I do with a character in the short run or right now? Can they help me? How will they improve my account? If you really don't know if they will improve your account or how they will improve your account, you haven't thought about these things, just take a minute, sit down, think about them. And if you can't really think of anything, then personally, just go ahead and skip. It's not that big of a deal because they will come back, or you might, again, miss a 50-50 and get the character. Now, with my Sotheby here in her nice dress, unfortunately blood all over it, if you like a character, then I would say go ahead and summon for that character. Because at the end of the day, this is just a video game and we're here to have fun, right? So just summon for a character. If that's the character that you're like, well, I started playing this game because of that character, then summon for him. Eventually you'll get your summons back, you'll build them back up. It's not that big of a deal. So I just want people to be happy. So summon for the character if they're just that type of character for you. I mean, I personally wouldn't go out on a limb and be like, well, I like all 5 of these characters and summon that many times in a row and then just hopefully not be depleted of all summons. But hey, if it's just that one character you have to go for it, but you also don't, like you unfortunately don't have like their counter characters that help them really put out the big numbers, like I said, summon for them, because like that makes the game fun for you. And eventually you'll get their counterparts too. I would say definitely for someone like Bacorn Bloom, you'll get them pretty quickly, so I'm actually surprised I didn't get more copies when I was summoned for Tooth Fairy. Very surprising, actually. But that's it. That's my thing. Hey, don't know why Sotheby wants to go into her portrait. But yeah, if you really like a character, just summon for him. But if not, if you're more of a strategist, then take my first advice into account and think about your account. What do you have? What will this character do for your account? And then move on from there. But when you're here, I want you all to stay happy always. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.